Hey, what's up guys? This is Waxin 24/7 here with MaxsHine, giving you guys another little tutorial. Basically today we have these headlights. This headlight is glass, so we're really not gonna touch this or even address this light, besides doing a little bit of contamination removal. But as far as this light, this is more of a plastic light. And basically we're gonna use a headlight kit to basically take off any of this oxidation that we have. You may not see it from there, but we have a lot of oxidation, especially on this type of car. Buildup comes, buildup goes. I mean, usually this is one of the most things that gets overlooked is this part of this light. So basically, we're gonna use a little combo step right here. We're using our 1000, 2000, and a 3000 grit. These grits are basically gonna cut into here on this plastic and open up this light and basically, you know, give it the shine that this glass light has. And that's what we're trying to match. We're trying to match this light, take out the yellowing or any oxidation from this light and make it look like this light. So when we get a good appearance, when the car's full said and done, it just gives a nice glow to the front end. You know, it's like brushing your teeth, guys. We're actually gonna do two ways. We're gonna do one with the DA and we're gonna do one with actually the drill method. Just depending on how accessible you are, you know what I mean, to get these tools. That's why we're gonna show you guys both ways. So here's our 1000 grit. We're gonna attach it and we're not gonna use no water on this one. This one's just gonna be a dry cut. Level is right. At first I start off a little slow. I'm at a 1 and I'm gonna hit this at a 2. You guys can see, hit it at a 2. And basically guys, with this 1000 cut, we're basically removing anything on top of this light, anything that's imperfected. You know, it could be just, you know, stains, you know what I mean? Just whatever have you. But this 1000 will allow you to see the stuff that you still got to remove. And that's why I like doing it by dry. It cuts faster and it removes majority of this contamination quicker, you know what I mean? And it's a plastic light, so we don't really have to worry about burning the light. It's more or less like don't put too much pressure on the light. We did loosen up this light a little earlier, so we're making sure that we're not, you know what I mean, hitting any of these corners. So that's why you see this light moving a little bit, but we're gonna continue, guys. And another thing, guys, when we are sanding, especially because this is 1000 grit, this is pretty a heavy cut. And the reason why we use different cuts is because now that I took off the imperfections, there's really no imperfections left. Now I'm trying to get this 2000 grit and I'm just removing these 1000 marks. That's it. I'm not trying to sit on here too long. All we're doing is just doing it quick, guys, just quick. And you know what I mean? You don't want to sit there too long and thin out the light. You know what I mean? We don't want to make this light, plastic light, nice and thin. No, no way. And we are doing this one also dry. And now that we hit it with this 2000 grit, now you can see the light actually polishing out. It's actually polishing out to be glass. We're sort of taking off that yellow. You really can't see that no more. And we're matching this now. And now this is where the fun part comes in because we get to use a little bit of water. This 2000 grit we're done with. Now we move on to the 3000 grit. This 3000 grit is gonna shine this up. You guys are gonna see why we use these steps. Now these 3000 grit are gonna take out these 2000 grit marks. And then we're gonna be able to polish this and make it right. And don't be afraid, guys, about putting this, you know, with a little bit of water. This is meant for this style of machine and meant for this size, so we are not gonna have any problems. And the cool thing about this is now that we did it with the machine, we want to render down anything that's on the top. So we get the same 3000 grit pad. I know I didn't hit it with those other grits, but we're going to take pretty much off the basis of this, whatever's on top of this. Nothing too crazy, but just enough to let this whole light match and give it a complete detail, you know what I mean? This took me only about 15 minutes, give or take, and we got this light looking like this. Here we go. We got this headlight restoration system from MaxsHine. And this is the product that we're gonna use to take out all the sanding marks that we left. Our last grit was 3000. Now we're gonna move on to this polishing cream. Basically, this is a compound and a polish all in one. And we're gonna show you guys what we do. We have it backed up with this 3-inch with the pad and show you why we want to polish this out after we sand it, or why we sand it before we polish it. I didn't increase the speed or nothing. I left it the same as I was sanding. We are going over this pretty lightly. We're not going to sit here and put pressure on this. This is not something you need to do, but this is something that, like, if you want to make this last for a little while, longer than it would regularly with just a regular sealant or a wax. We're going to take it up a little bit. We're going to use this ceramic coating, this Graphene ceramic coating by MaxsHine. We're going to show you guys why we would want to coat this. This is the front end of the car. Usually the car is driving straight and this gets all the debris. So it would only be wise for us to make this thing last like this and ceramic coat it. And I love these little MaxsHine, these are just awesome. We're gonna let it sit for the 20 seconds, give or take, and then we'll wipe this off. Now we should be sealed up. And for best results, we're gonna lay 2 coats of ceramic coating on this light to ensure the durability of the 7-year protection that this provides. Some of the easiest ceramic coat to apply is the MaxsHine's 7-year coating. Love this stuff, live by this stuff. If you guys are interested, hit up MaxsHine website for this graphene ceramic coating. Now guys, this is basically the way a light looks. Corrected, coated, all the way down from color sanding it down or dry sanding it, wet cutting, polish, and ceramic coat. This is what it looks like. You guys have any questions? Comment, like, and subscribe, please. Wow. Okay guys, we're gonna basically do the same methods that we used over there. We're actually gonna do it with this little drill here. This is a rotary 1-step or 1 action. So basically this is exactly what we're gonna do. Same process as the last lights. We hit it with the 1000. Now we see some clarity. And I know on the last light we did a ceramic coat, but on this light we're actually going to use one of our Canuba waxes to protect this light and show you the difference on the shines and the protection look. We're going to use this X-Treme Glaze. This is our Canuba based glaze, and basically this is just going to seal this up and make sure that we have protection on this light and make sure that there's nothing in between the protective layer and the correction that we applied here. 3 small dots, nothing too crazy. Enough to coat this light up. I'm gonna rub it in here a little bit, and then what I would like to do is add another 3 drops. Those same 3 drops that we're gonna use now, we are just gonna apply like this. Now we are ready to roll, guys. Headlamps are looking good. Corner markers are looking good. Now we're talking. And if you like any of the methods we use, guys, you guys are more than happy to use them. And if you have any questions, any comments, I ask you guys to leave them down on the bottom. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed, guys. And we want to say thank you, guys. And we would like to have you guys in the next video and take a little ride with us then. Thank you, guys, and enjoy.